At the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
The ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Six yards left on 2nd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch quick.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Check, 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 check.
This is out quickly to the right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And who we got?
McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go. AT Cardinal. You ready? Check 55.
On second down, McFarland. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Show it in. Hey, check that. Street.
They'll run with McFarland. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike's 50. Watch the twist. Hey.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Gain of 22 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14. Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brook. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, McFarland. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll get blown up behind the line
line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. I'm about to take you to school. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Ravens 28, Steelers 0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. 19 tight. Mike, 55. Ready to look. Hey, they're scared. Mike, 50.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Baltimore.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Check, 55, Mike. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. You ain't going nowhere.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Check. Lucky. SOS.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Don't get nervous.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Room to run past midfield. Open man Hamler, that's complete. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
It's fourth down.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
12 yards there and a first down.
For a Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
To Chase Claypool.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5 at their 48-yard line.
This one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a first and 10. Back to throw again. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, baby. Mike 55. Right there.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On first down, McFarland. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
55's my guy, 55. Check. 18 running.
They'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
J.K. Dobbins on the carry for Baltimore. Brought down at the 30-yard line.
We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Fights through and now a crease. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Check your hot read. Check 37.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42. Steelers, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool, but it'll be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the give, this is McFarland. Fighting through, and he's got space. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Ravens 42. Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Raven 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 14.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He can run for it, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
KJ Hamler returning it. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Alert flex, man.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the
Just
play.
2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist, twist.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here we go on fourth down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
It's tackled by Brian.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being